jumping straight into breaking news here. We just learned an Everett police officer was shot this morning. This is near a parking lot of the Fred Meyer that's on Evergreen Way.
And Fox 13's John Hopperstad has been on scene this morning gathering information. We just heard from the public information officer there. One suspect is dead. One officer shot here, transported to Providence Medical Center. What stood out to you from the information that we gleaned from that after that 911 call came in early this morning there? This is a pretty wide-ranging crime scene there.
It really is, Bill, and one thing that we got out of this that we breathed a bit of a sigh of relief here is hearing that that officer is indeed alive and transported to Providence Medical Center. There was very big concerns around this area that this police officer had been killed, because when you look on the other side of this parking lot here, there is the Fred Meyer gas station, and that cruiser, that officer's cruiser, there appeared to be bullet holes coming through the driver's side window there. So there was real concern that this officer did not make it. But as of right now, what we're being told by the people on scene here with the SMART team, investigative team, is that he has been transported to Providence Medical Center and is alive. And we know there is a big police presence there at Providence right now here in Everett. The other thing is we knew that somebody was dead. We have actually seen the body across the street from here on Dorn Avenue. They confirmed that that was a suspect in this incident here. And then she also said there are other suspects. We didn't have a lot of information. There's still not a lot of information to glean from what we're hearing out here, but she said there were other suspects, there was other police involved in this incident that happened in this Fred Meyer parking lot, again, here at the gas station area along Evergreen Way. And then there's another scene at a Safeway that's less than a mile from where we are on Evergreen Way. And there is some police presence there, though not much at this hour. But she says that's a potential scene as well. So we're still trying to piece this all together here. We know this call came in around 3 o'clock this morning. And again, we have a suspect shot and killed here at the scene, or apparently shot and killed here at the scene. An officer shot here, transported to Providence Medical Center. We're told that officer is alive right now and being treated there. Big police presence over there, but obviously a big police presence here. And the SMART team, the SMART investigative team, which is an investigative team here in Snohomish County that looks into police violent incidents involving police, they are on scene now here as well. But all throughout this morning, we've seen a huge police presence here, and that still remains at this hour. But as you mentioned, Evergreen Way still shut down in both directions here between Holly and Casino Road. And it sounds like that's going to be the case here for the foreseeable future. We hope to get some more updates on this, because if there are other suspects involved, the public's going to want to know what to look out for, or where these people may have taken off to. So we're hoping to get some more information. And that spokesperson said that could happen within the next hour. So for now, we'll send it back to you.
Now, we saw damage to that police cruiser there, John, and we saw what appeared to be a bullet hole right through the driver's side window there. You asked the question to the PIO if the officer was shot inside the vehicle, and what was the response you got?
Yeah, she didn't have the answer to that, at least at this time. So we don't know if the officer was outside the vehicle and those bullet holes just happened to go through his driver's side window, or if he was sitting in his vehicle when he was shot. We do know, again, that she said there were other suspects involved in this. There were other police that came on scene and were involved as well. But as far as where that police officer was actually shot, yeah, that's still one of the details, one of the many details we're trying to get our head around, wrap our head around.
Okay, John, thank you. We will check back with you. Meantime, I want to bring in Dan Griffin right now. And Dan, we know that the officer that was shot is at Providence Regional Medical Center. What can you tell us about what's happening there?
Well, I can tell you, Bill, good morning to you. It is a solemn scene here, really. It's not anything action-packed or intense, but it's more of what we're seeing, officers kind of coming and going in a solemn manner. We just saw an officer bring some coffee to another officer here to take in as they sit here and they wait for answers. There are a number of cruisers here outside of Providence Hospital. I've counted at least 8 that are parked, and we've seen others come and go through the morning here. We know that officer was shot and is alive here at Providence Hospital, but what we do not know is how that officer is doing. doing. There has been a big presence here. Again, a number of cruisers. We know that people have been coming and going. I've reached out to Providence to try to get some more information from them here as well. But certainly this was the closest hospital that they could bring that officer to after they were shot. And clearly, you know, this is just one of those things where it's really a family rallying with one another at this point, wondering and waiting to figure out what's going to happen next here and how that officer is doing. And you know, I've covered a number of these kinds of shootings in my career, and you just see the looks on these officers' faces. They go to work every day. They hope to go home to their families, and they don't know what they're going to encounter. Of course, they can train for these kind of things, but when something like this happens, it hits them really right in the heart, because they are alongside each other day in, day out, working these scenes, rushing to these calls, in this case a 911 call. And so now they're here together waiting for these answers, and we're going to be here working to get more information for you as well. Bill.
Answered a lot of questions to be answered in regards to this case this morning, so we'll continue to follow that. Dan Griffin live at Providence Regional Medical Center.